Alright, let's get this show on the road. Eander, this is Zeus, do you copy?
Send it.
Roger, today's a Tier 3 mission. Are you ready for your brief?
In a second, I get a flashlight.
Solid, just say when. Time is gonna start being of the essence. Otherwise, it should be good to go. There's quite a few different avenues of approach on how they can do this operation, but we'll have to see how it all plays out here. Getting in close will be tough, but there are definitely a few vantage points that can be utilized to take out some targets here, but regardless, I think the tougher one is going to be him. There are definitely quite a few areas that these guys can be taken out on.
Good check.
So anyway, guys, what's up? Liru the Lance Corporal here, and we're going to be doing a pretty
Ready?
Radio check 6.
high-stakes scenario here. I'm going to check myself out of that FADEC channel real quick. Solid. Here is the deal for your operation today. We've been tracking multiple targets within Lithium, however, two appear to be getting within close proximity of each other, so we're going to move in tonight to try to take them both out. Call sign Warlord and call sign Nova. Warlord appears to be a mid-ranking lieutenant within the Middle Eastern Militia. PID is he has a black beret, and it has a little BAF symbol on the left side. We believe he took it from a BAF officer back in the day. He is heavily guarded within a large compound of Tunkuf, and we believe that is where he actually lives per se. The fortifications include statics, a BMP, BTR, a mortar compound, etc. Now, normally we'd mortar the shit out of him. Unfortunately, his ties with the US have actually given him a Praetorian on a Hemet for any sort of IDF defense. Furthermore, we believe he is meeting with a second target we've been tracking, call sign Nova. Nova is in a blue beret, and he is working with U.S. intelligence on assisting the Middle Eastern militia within this area. This gives us an opportunity to take them both out. He will be wearing a blue beret with a USMC symbol on it. We believe their meeting in the town of Tunov will take place in exactly 17 minutes at 1800 hours. We have plenty of vehicles at base, but please let me know if you need anything else. If the shooting starts and one of the targets are taken out, or any surviving targets are left alive, they will attempt to flee by any means. Do you have any questions?
Not at this time.
Alright. And Druza, if we have to redo their ops, I mean, we can definitely do that op in a specific style, but it wasn't meant to be a difficult op per se. I mean, we just do it because why not? So anyway, call sign Warlord. Send in Goat Team 6 now. 2 months in a row, Shadow Driven. That's very nice. Thank you for the subs, my friend. Hope you keep enjoying the content. But we've got call sign Warlord. He's set on a brief animation with this. Actually, no. The specific animation is called Talking Civilian, and then this is Listening. So basically, he's just talking with the civilian here. I've got a lot of guys looking around like this. This is the ambient animation for watching. And then over here, I've got briefing, listening, briefing, speaking, and then leaning against wall. Just some light stuff to basically, when you have to shoot somebody and look at these different targets, it makes their bodies move a bit, makes the shot a little tougher at longer ranges, and we'll just have to see how this all plays out. Putting myself back on frequency 60. Now, what they have at base is the standard, Tier 2 base. They've got a bunch of cruise missile boats. They've got 2 BTR-80As, a bunch of jets, helicopters. As far as the eye can see, it's completely up to them with how they want to do this op, but time is ticking at this rate. So let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? So they're all gathered around. Got some invites today. Zilla is actually a tier 1, Gabian's a tier 2, and so is Makarov. Makarov has the expert tag.
Do we know the current sit rep?
Excuse me.
We will be fucking getting that on the helicopter as we're going to the objective.
So the whole lithium campaign, it's fallen apart for tier 2, but
Does anyone want to fly?
I want tier 3s to be able to still do a mission within lithium if they want to. And one of the big lore elements behind that campaign was, you know, the US and insurgents working together. This is High Command Send traffic. God damn
High
it.
Command, is it possible to requisition a pilot?
Solid copy. I'll do you one better. If one of you guys wants to fly, I can then set it to autopilot and have it drive itself back home in the exact route you take.
No one in the squad is outside of the chopper anymore.
We'll give them something like that. So I'll drop drop an officer, and wherever they go, we'll put them down. See if we have their route here. Map's a little darker, but not really any route that you can see here. But we have the objective. They got a bunch of different dots.
Do I need to join?
There they go. So they're gonna basically do that. Now they do need to be careful and utilize the hills as best they can. Because I do have this puppy down. So at that range, again, I hope they do take everything, you know, as the tier 3 standard would dictate. But I'd hate to see them just get shot down by a manpad. So let's set our AI global skill here to what I generally expect of tier 3. And then 50, we can keep that there, because why not? I mean, it's not that bright. Like, I think it's still too bright for night vision, because we still have that lighting there. Regardless, this should be good. Who's commanding the op? That would be Eander. God damn it. I think I'm coming down with strep or something.
So,
Throat's killing me.
sit rep on the engagement area.
So they're coming in. It's going to get a bit blurry. I'm going to have to wait till they land, but I'll try to start teleporting near them. To listen to their phatic short range. So I'll put myself up. It's also because they're getting into these hills.
We're basically fucked if we get too close.
Now, let me go over some different vantage points for each of these targets. They could, if they wanted to, actually
We don't care about civilians.
get very close to call sign Nova right here.
Why didn't we just take a fucking gunship and do it from range?
Because they have a Praetorian.
So why are we flying it?
Because it's in the valley.
Important questions
Right
that
there.
need to be answered.
Easily take
What's
that
the
unit
status
out.
of the area? Is it currently in civil war? Is it civilian?
Also have that hill right
like
there.
civilians in the area.
Got a hill over
How
there.
big of a force are we looking at?
And then hills over there.
Recon is still undergo that.
Yeah, they're kind of going in before their recon drone was put out, so they're going pretty blind here. So
So civilians everywhere.
Warlord's
and assholes and guns everywhere.
opposition, he's got it a bit easier. It's just only his head's gonna be visible, but you got that big hill and this big hill.
Roger, I expect everyone to try to kill you, but try not to shoot everyone.
So honestly, differences between the two targets. Warlord will be much easier to take out at a longer range, but the shot needs to be more accurate. Sure, they can get closer, but it's going to have to be a launch shot. Otherwise, they could... Closest, I would say, is probably get on this ridge line to take him out. Because that, in terms of all the other distances, which I think they have marked right here, compared to those two larger hills, that would be the closest shot they could take. They could try to get closer, but it's gonna be a bit more difficult to pull that one off. Nova, they could just literally come right up to the edge of the compound. I don't have a patrol going up here if they track it with the drone. The only issue would be this 2-man sentry team. And if they get spotted from them, then that would be an issue, and I need to also give these guys NBGs. We're going to go with Gen 3 Blacks. And that's going to be given to every NATO guy. Where are my Gen 3s? There we go. And then we just have this guy who's leaning on the wall. And then actually we won't give it to the officer. We'll keep his nice little shades intact. But otherwise, you know, 3 escorts for this officer and then the driver of this Praetorian in case it needs to be used. And then we got 2 guys right here as well. Andrewza, every tier 3 mission except for some nighttime have been at 50. Plus, without NVGs, these guys can't really see shit. Trust me. Griffnado, if you really want to play, I can try to arrange something, because I know you're tier 3, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, they're coming into land. Here's the thing, the Praetorian still has a pretty OP radar system. So even if they fly low, I'm going to be curious to see if the Praetorian still fires at stuff.
Only a general direction line that I draw.
Otherwise, it doesn't look like it's been aggroed at all. And they are now landing right here. So I will take the guy. And I will get ready to reposition him.
I guess I'll just put it at the ridge. There's not really any clear areas that I'm really comfortable taking a helicopter into that I haven't done any recon prior to.
We'll see how this goes. Yeah, but you never know, Andrewza, because, especially Vanilla's radar system. Now we're getting a bit dangerous here. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Because if they peek that ridge line, they might be in trouble, but they need to find a spot to land, like, right here. Waiting for Makarov to get out. This is High Command and Ground Command. Do you copy?
We copy.
Roger, I see you've touched down. Just let us know when you want the autopilot to take effect.
So I can't get out. What do you mean you cannot get out? When I get out, I get put back in as if the vehicle was locked.
Sort of seats.
Alright, it's right.
Go to the pilot seat.
It's unlocked.
Alright, I'm up now. The pilot seat worked.
Good watchtower. Bearing 140.
It's starting to get a bit too dark here.
See.
So different.
Roger. Take us in, we're wasting time. 5 minutes.
5 minutes until the meeting starts.
That's 2 of you. Who knows how long it is?
Does he want me to take it out now, or what?
It has to be flown manually. Settle like a 1,000 over there.
But yeah, at 1754, I will change the positions of the units. Probably just bring the officer up here. They haven't given me the go-ahead yet. There goes Makarov. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? I mean, they haven't told me to move it back with autopilot yet, so guess we're just keeping it there. But yeah, basically I'll just walk this guy over
Yeah, I'm out of stamina.
and move him up here. Stamina's gonna be a bit tough. But if his Sniper Wolf's already out of stamina, he should probably give some of his stuff to a different player here. Otherwise, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully these guys are all running suppressed as well. I see a VSS. That would be good for a short-range assassination. We also got some SVDs. Otherwise, everyone else should be either running a suppressed AK or a suppressed marksman or even sniper rifle, depending on how many shots they want to line up here. So, plenty of different vantage points they can use. However, as the meeting goes on, I will be moving the officers around, and this is just going to be a guessing game of who's with what. So he's watching the vehicle. I'm going to have this guy come out, just come over here to chill and relax. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, hopefully some of them have an AS Valor too, because the subsonic would be really, really useful.
Try the skyline kids.
I hope they're not skylining. Okay, no, he's just warning them beforehand, but at this range, nothing is going to see them. I don't have any snipers out. This is kind of a sandbox op where there's plenty of different ways to do it. Clearly, easy different ways, plenty of different hills, plenty of different insertion methods, but I will just be reacting to what they do and keeping the op going. But I'm going to say the op itself, or the meeting, I should say, is going to go from 1800 to 1830. So they have basically a 30-minute window before this guy's going to get in the Vic and drive off back to the military base up here. Gonna ungroup these guys, get them off the road. But if we were to look at this AO right now, it's starting to get dark. There's a decent bit of lighting for the Allied, or excuse me, the insurgent and US troops. But regardless, it's gonna get darker and it's gonna be harder for the AI to see these units. Did one of them really just shoot? Because I know for a fucking fact I just heard a gunshot. I know this song too, because I've heard it before, and it doesn't have any of those types of sounds in it. Ah, god damn it.
Send
Whatever.
in Goat Team
Close
6
enough.
now.
Barbarian Thinking, thank you so much for the second sub in a row. Hope you keep enjoying the content. Hope you enjoyed today's op. So it's 17:59.
Roger.
Let me get this guy out of his ambience. Stop. Okay, he's not stopping. What the fuck? Stop animation, true. Well, he's hidden. I'm gonna just quickly replace his ass, because this is annoying. Arsenal, I just gotta give him his damn blue beret back. I don't know why ambient animation just broke on me. Normally that never happens, but... Let's see, he had a blue beret. There we go. Easy as that. And he also has his NVGs out now. So I'm gonna move him over. Put his gun on his back so he looks diplomatic. Now I gotta find the meeting spot, which is a bit more over here. Why do I never use UGVs? I don't know. So now the vantage point has changed. These two guys are going to be talking for a while. I'm going to do some testing here. Stop animation true. Yeah, he stops it, so I don't know why he was glitched out, but that's fine. Now let's give you a new animation here. Watch, lean on floor, stand idle. That sounds good. I'm going to have you stop your animation so we kind of have the theme going to these three guys. That should be good. But on their approach vector here... Yeah, so they've just marked the heli. I don't think there's any need for the autopilot. I think they're going to split off, get people up here, get people down here, and possibly move a team in. Player teleport. I'm going to move myself over on this hill.
On the way here, I saw gas with policemen or so.
There we go.
On the main road.
I'm not sure if any of them are
Might be
streaming
one of
right now.
those. Maybe they're waiting.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Right now the meeting's taking place. In about 20 minutes, I will move them over to the Praetorian, because they're going to have a chat right here about this piece. That'll be the next 10 minutes. And I might keep them over maybe an additional 10 minutes just to look at different areas of this compound. But the biggest threats right now is, one, we have a BTR-60 up here with a pretty nasty 7.62 and 12.7 machine gun. We have a BMP-1 down here. Very evil, very threatening. And we have a mortar compound over here, which I actually also put this puppy down. But another idea I had is, if they recon this op properly, they could possibly just steal the mortar compound and shell the shit out of this base at close range. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Heck, they'd only have to drop, like, him, and him. Run up, kill him, possibly not even alert the rest of the compound. Just grab the mortars and fire them. And these guys would be none the wiser because it's their own mortar position. Otherwise... yeah, I'll keep them here for about 17 more minutes and then move them out. But it looks like they're going to move in even closer. But that hill is a pretty good vantage point.
Shit, just in case. I mean, it's this Afghanistan, so there could very well be random.
Oh yeah, they
minefields,
were.
I guess.
They were making jokes about minefields, but I actually didn't set any up. Ah, I forgot to set up a minefield. Oh well. I'll do that next time. It's because they made a joke about it, so I basically... I've got two events right here that I might actually walk people over to. We'll put the light over here as well. But yeah, like, just to walk this guy over to go attend to this shooting here, because I've got those three guys, and I've got another three over here. But depending on which route they inserted with, basically we'd have a civilian shooting. Here's the thing, ambiguous. The Praetorian doesn't... this is the vanilla one. It doesn't engage infantry, and I didn't have a plan to use it to engage infantry. If they're just being a sniper, the only way I'd think to actually engage them with this if they were dumb enough to bring tracer rounds. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Yeah, I should use training mines. Laws of War DLC, when that comes out, yes, we'll use frickin' training mines. Now, we do have a roaming patrol along this road, but I only put one down. Basically goes around this big paved road, and we also have a bunch of street lights on it for lighting. Otherwise, these guys are still moving in. But yeah, training mines for heart attacks. Why kill them in a video game when you can attempt to kill them in real life, right? And there's my Twitch ban. So yeah, I mean, these guys are just relaxing here. One's kind of looking out in the distance. You know, he's probably scoping out how this is a really shitty meeting spot. Ah, that's great. Mixed training in real mines. Yes. Oh, that's great. You know, I've been looking at just a little bit more at the Laws of War DLC. And what you could actually do is use training mines, but as like a proximity alarm. That way, if a training mine goes off, then it like makes an alarm go off, and then the base is alerted or something. You know, if you're trying to comply with some sort of new standard that you can't use mines anymore, but you can still use like proximity alarms and stuff. You know what I mean? Just a thought I've been having. Out of many.
Pretty much at OP1 here. We got eyes in the town.
So that ridgeline, yeah, you can kind of see your targets here. You got a better view on Warlord. However, Warlord in 14 minutes is going to go into that town over there. Yeah, this is a big town. They need to get their drone over, because without the drone,
Hold here and I guess let the drone get up.
they're not going to be able to get their guys. Otherwise, it's just going to be looking for needles in a massive fucking
Eyes on one
haystack.
truck.
But hey, if they spot the Praetorian, they spot the... I've always used this vehicle for US movement within this campaign. So if they spot this Vic, it's very likely that, you know, he'll be near it. Why is there a tier 1 and a tier 3 op? That's because Zilla is a true Milsim player, and he's the one that actually told me to set this op up. And when I asked the tier 3s what op they wanted to do. Tier 3, it's gonna turn more into like, you know, you have your tier 3 members, and then you also have invitational. But they've always done, you know, if they're trying to bring in a new member for the tier, they sometimes bring them in. That's also why we have Gabian on as a tier 2. And then this is also in the works. It's not fully decided yet, but anyone with the expert tag within tier 2 can also come.
Machiners. Break. There's one BTR and a security squad holding each entry into the town. Looks like the other side is a Humvee. So there's a BTR on our side and a Humvee on the other side.
Yeah, so now they're gathering data.
Yes.
Oh, the map is purely pitch black. Alright, we're not going to be able to get that. Otherwise, I don't see any markers down yet. But they're basically calling out BTR up here. They think this is a BTR, but it's really a BMP.
Internal patrol bearing 131.
Just mark their general route.
I have eyes on people with their hands up.
Yeah, I think he's noticed these guys.
Marking on map.
In 12 minutes, that will be very relevant to this. I'll basically change their
What's their bearing?
faction right here. Let me group them all together. That way I can just do a quick player change them all to op4, and then these guys can execute them. And then any squad that gets pissy, I'll just set them to careless.
Find us the meeting site. That's all we need.
Here's the thing, the meeting site is very, very close
Or at
by.
least where like a couple vehicles are parked outside of like a building or something.
Let's give him a
I have eyes on a civilian vehicle. It appears to be a civilian vehicle. No range,
Eyes
no
on the
bearing.
guys with the hands up, bearing 131.
I'm not going to have these HVTs have intel. This is purely an assassination op. And Rucker, they're doing fine for now. They've got a good vantage point, but the trees are
150. We could move a bit closer.
really blocking their route in. And if I were to like go up to where they are right now and where they're set up,
A large compound of a fucking richer building or something.
it's hard to tell, but the view, it's like right in there.
I don't see any
Where they need to
places
see.
where there could be more vehicles than others or specific people, but I marked on the map the compound with the most AI in its most patrols, most garrisons, etc.
Yeah. That's good. So they're narrowing it down. That marker's actually really close to the actual meeting site.
That's right next to where the guys with the hostages are, right?
Around break. Around like 200, 300 meters away from those hostages.
Here, I'm actually gonna have that assassination go a bit earlier, but let's do
Are
an...
they civilians? What kind of hostages?
All I see is a white guy, because thermals, with his hands up behind his head, and two guys next to him that do the same thing, and guys around them have guns.
Use the night vision and zoom in.
One second. Will you excuse me for something? I need to quickly attend to this.
If you need a redate on that PID, it's Warlord. Call sign Warlord. Black beret with the line on it.
Yep, Black Beret with the little BAF line on it, and then Nova is still up here.
I linked in TeamSpeak. That's what I see with night vision. Unable to identify.
Alright, let's get this done. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? You did not just throw a grenade.
Alright, we want to move in.
An explosion.
Why did one of you idiots throw a grenade?
The guy has on a large patrol.
Yeah, I'm seeing a big ass patrol come around.
One of them threw a fucking grenade.
Affirm there's two patrols of around
Why?
12 to 16 guys just walking in circles.
Do you have eyes on a building that might be the meeting point?
Like, for the love of God, was that smart?
That's a negative. I have eyes on a single building that has more garrisoned units than usual and a car outside, but that's all I can see.
That's probably it then. Mark it on map, please.
Oh my God. These people are not...
I don't think we're gonna see much from this OP, at least not for the recon team.
Not the
Maybe
smartest.
we'll head up to 454.
I'm trying to poke my head out, you know, give them a bit more.
10-4, let's do it.
Alright, we'll be on that. See you guys in a bit.
Oh,
We
look
got,
at that
two
cinematic
guys
watching.
On second story appear to be marksmen facing north.
Which bearing?
132 or 133.
I still can't believe one of them threw a fucking grenade. That's not how
Just
you do a firing
Behind
line
that foot
execution.
patrol that's moving right.
Ah, damn AI.
I think I see one of the HVTs. Bearing 134 on a balcony. My Windows FAB scheme just struck. What's he wearing? It seems like a black beret. Next to him is standing a dude in a brighter uniform wearing a blue beret and night vision goggles.
Sounds like HVTs.
Sounds like him.
That's all copy, probably both of those guys.
Hey,
Be advised.
Excel, come over here.
Over here?
So we gave him
Be
PID.
advised, another marksman at 136, third story balcony.
Could you say which combat it is in? The middle one that I marked, or another one?
Just adjusting stuff.
Which part of the tower?
We don't
it
know
is?
what they're discussing,
I think it's the one you marked.
but it should be good enough. I'm gonna have the BTR come by.
BTR mobile.
And it just killed somebody. Yeah, run out of the way when he runs a buddy over. Oh God, please.
Any ideas?
Please, no.
Possibly heading in further into town to pick up the HVT. Let's move up to the small hill, southeast.
Wait, one.
You shall not pass! You shall... Stop it! Here's the deal. This is the only stream I'm going to do today because I have to finalize moving to my apartment because I literally start classes at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so... Nothing too good there. Here, I'm a bit scared now. If I group you two idiots together with that guy.
Might as well get on in there, I guess. I don't know. We're debating it. Alright, ground team, we're gonna move in. Regan, you do you. Or sniper team, whatever.
Just some ambience.
Do you want me to continue moving in or stay in the drone?
Go find the sniper team and stay on the drone.
We're just kind of inspecting equipment right now.
Yeah, I don't care.
We're gonna try and find a dark spot to cross this road.
Let's at least move a bit more
Oh,
southwest
did you guys
before
break
we
my
cross
night
the
bot?
We do have compressed weapons and we can't pop lights.
Let's get the ridge between us and the enemy.
I'll move this guy around. Again, lighting around the base is pretty nice.
HVT is moving down to the yard of the fucking building they were standing on.
Copy, we need to move quickly.
across from my position.
Entering BTR.
No, he's not.
Negative standing in front of me. I'm not actually sure if that's still fucking HVT.
Let's see.
He's not entering the BTR, he's just standing outside of it right now.
HVT's reporters both wearing berets, one blue, one BAF.
Oh, that was...
He's in the briefing animation next to the BTR.
Last one, safely cross.
Have this guy come over to listen in. Stop animation. And then put this guy back to watch.
Ground team, Greg left.
Have the BMP come around.
Am I clear to take the shot?
We need to get them both.
Ground team got a patrol straight
There's
east.
something, there's something in the southern side of the town
Let's
that
keep
is
moving
tracked, that's moving.
Trying to get this idiot out of the animation.
Something that looks like a BMP or a, yeah, something like a BMP is moving northwards toward the BTR.
Yeah, we see it.
All right, I'm gonna have to do something fancy here, because he's glitched out,
Eyes on BMP, it's a BMP.
and my third person is not working for some reason. I might have accidentally loaded the older lithium file.
Recon, you guys see anybody with NVGs other than that one HVT?
Let's get
Except from the HVT with the blue beret, no.
Guys, should be stopping the animations. Why are we glitching out so hardcore today?
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Here, what if I try sitting you down? Nope. We're just completely
The ACT is
stuck.
moving. Never mind, that's just the animation glitching.
Sit animation.
Keep moving.
Yeah, we'll try. Sit on floor. I'm gonna stop using these if...
Yeah, just be aware, if they move, we're gonna lose a perfect shot, so.
Be aware, there's a patrol to your northeast, main attack force
Guys,
moving east to west.
Clone that.
Just let us know if they're gonna close in on us, Makarov.
HVTs are moving.
Gonna have them set to careless. walking.
On the way.
Those 3 civilians with their hands up are lying on the ground dead, by the way.
Gonna have this guy pull out a handgun because he was supposed to have. Yeah. There we go.
Move to this wall, gang.
1820. But otherwise,
on us,
that's
UAV?
fine.
Hey, firm, I see you.
How close are we?
The compound to your south is around the break.
So they're actually moving in.
There's 4 AI and a 50 cal truck, and the compound that you're right next to is still around 12 AI, 4 outside of it, and
Which one are we
inside.
going for? Which one's got the HVT?
On the way.
The HVT one is southeast
Solid
of
copy.
you. It's the main
Solid
town.
Copy, we're gonna move there now.
You're not even close. It's 300 meters away from you. Direct southeast following the road.
Why is he not set to careless?
Yeah, so they're moving somewhere. We're not sure. They're moving toward the southeast right now, maybe to check something else out. But we just lost pretty much the perfect opportunity to do it. So I hope you guys can do it.
Copy, we're gonna move as quick as possible.
Break. Recon, be advised, there's a patrol moving close to you.
Moving these Vics back to where they were. Alright.
The BTR and BMP are moving away. BTR going north and BMP going south.
Halt. Guy on top.
Create new LZ. Yes. Rally point.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Actually, no, we're not going to do it by that for reinforcements. Landing zone.
Still around?
I need a helipad invisible
No, we
right
can't
now.
see him anymore. We had like perfect eyes on him, and now he's behind some buildings and shit. We don't even have eyes on anymore.
Helipad. should
Drone
work.
has no eyes.
Making
Drone,
things
you
go
have eyes on
around.
the squad right now and the infantry around us currently.
A firm, there's
Invisible.
I see 4 guys inside the compound right next to you and a 50 cal truck outside of it on the south
Invisible.
side of the entrance.
Are we
Basically,
safe
right
to
now,
take out
these
the
guys
guy
are asking
standing on
for more
top of the
funding.
building?
Guy very close southeast on the corner.
Where the hell is my other HVT? Where?
Could you repeat that?
Here's Nova. Where's? Oh, what? What the hell are you
Guy
doing?
close southeast on the corner.
Oh, I'm supposed to be
Makarov,
talking about the
guy on
Praetorian
top of
thing
the building
now.
with an RPG. Are we clear to take him out? Nobody else will see.
Well, what I will tell you now that in Arma, if you kill a guy in the squad, all of them will notice it.
Alright, let's move a little more southwest.
He's on stand, so
Stay
Keep
low.
eye on the guy.
Copy that.
I'm gonna arsenal this guy and give him a rifle because he just does not want to work with this damn pistol. He's not being casual
UAV,
at
you have
all.
eyes on the HVT still?
Jittery little bastard.
Solid copy.
That's fine. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call in a little bird to drop off some money for these dum-dums. NATO. Helicopter. MH6 little bird. Where is that puppy?
Waiting.
There she is.
Makarov, how copy?
Hopefully one that's crewed.
We have eyes on the Praetorian.
Nightbot's down, I don't know. It
Do you
was
have eyes on
working
the HVT,
earlier in the
Makarov?
stream, it's not working now.
Earlier, negative.
Awaiting
Where's this
orders.
last known location?
By the by the roads,
Roger
by the
that.
roads next to the, I guess, Z thingy.
So we're gonna have him land just to drop off the money.
Right east of you.
But they might think he's trying to escape.
Also, be advised, there's a patrol moving around right now, south to north, close to you on the road.
Receive eyes on him.
Oh my god,
There's
these
got a
guys.
vehicle.
We want to face the chopper as it comes in.
But,
These guys do not seem
Hey,
to want to
break
do
ground
this right.
team. There's definitely armed, NVG'd up fucking SOCOM guys bebopping around in town. They're not alert, but they're there.
Break. I got eyes on a
Let's
mounted
give
machine
him a
gun
warm
with
welcome, shall we?
one personnel on a 3-story
Yeah, I see
building leading into town.
Sniper.
If they fuck up
where
while we
in
see the
town
tier
will those
4s do it, I don't know.
NVGs?
I've got a plan going for tier
Southeast side.
4, but it is quite possible. Because these types of
Right
template
about where I saw
missions
the
where
guy
they can do
disappear,
whatever
so
they want, then
maybe-
yeah, it'll work.
I might have eyes on the HVT. There's a single unit I can see that has no gun, just without a gun standing. Is that anything of interest?
Does it look like the HVT description?
As you saw earlier, my NVGs don't work on this. At
So
this
they're gonna
range,
line
it's
up a
only
shot right
thermals.
here, but the chopper's gonna
We got
land.
contacts to our 200.
So this might be where it's
He's fine.
done.
Copy, stay low, we're gonna circle
Though the
around.
defilade means they're
Keep
gonna have to
eyes
get
on it,
right
though,
on the
don't get
light.
flanked by
Ah, this is not a good place to do it because they got the machine gun right there too.
Also keep in mind the patrol that went east to west earlier is coming back to you from the northwest.
Break.
Yeah, copy.
Pretty sure the guy's gonna be around. Yeah, pretty much straight northeast from you. There's a fucking
Right.
Hemet.
Only northeast.
Yeah, how about no? Break. There's a compound with a Hemet, and that Praetorian's in the back of it, northeast of you.
Yeah, it's not a Pawnee. That's a
Helo
bench.
approaching.
Yes, Pony.
Probably coming to take
UAV,
the guy
can
out.
you guide us in?
I can tell you that right now the biggest squad is going east to northwest, and you're gonna bump straight into them if you
Never
enter.
mind, obviously you can't do it or else you would have done it already. Let's move in, squad.
We could have taken the shot earlier, so yeah.
Just landing.
Move to the helo. Get RPGs ready.
I see thermals inside the
Right.
building right in front of you.
Just lining down.
We got contacts, stage close.
Do we fire?
There I'm
I got an eye on
You're
the guy on the
open
roof.
fire.
To go.
Take them down.
Whoa, okay.
Well, the stealth in this is failed, so sniper team's just gonna fall back. Good luck.
Good, friendly down.
Okay.
Contact
Whoa.
west, close.
Daddy offshoot.
Got a mobile Vic.
Daddy offshoot.
Where's the BTR? Where's the BMP?
Sniper team, if you can, once you get back into position, start sniping anything you
Break.
see.
We're not assaulting the AO
Daddy offshoot.
and fighting the entire American military. We're
Daddy
raiding.
offshoot.
Just dead.
On the way.
Another
They were
MG
just
up on
about
the
to have
roof.
a
Can you
money
take that
deal.
out?
Yeah, BMP coming in, I think.
We got a 50 up northwest.
Frag out.
On the way. There I'm young.
Bill's down. Everybody else check in.
Taking shots
On
from
the
the
way.
compound to our southwest, bearing 240.
Understood. Roger.
Iander, you up?
Let's get out of here.
Who's still up?
Co-pilot went down, unfortunately.
Understood.
If you have an RPG, get on that helicopter.
Copy.
Oh my god. How about I set you to careless?
Understood. Copy. Copy.
Get in the damn thing.
Who are the medics still up?
We still have one more slot, for fuck's sake.
Can you
Setting
move
down
me up
at
to the
encounter.
northeastern side?
Moving.
Yeah, I know. Chopper would bug off immediately.
Solid copy.
We need to get them out of here, too.
Taking a lot of hits.
Have him get the hell out of here. I don't know what they're still grouped to, but yeah, they're now getting out.
I'm hearing movement on that BTR though.
It just got out of here.
Did the Pawnee get a chance to load the guy up?
No, it did not, but we just drove out with the RG.
Anybody copy?
Oh.
Me and Grizz are the only ones that are still up down here.
Fall back. Get out of town. RV back at OP1, and let me know when you're there. Unless you want to try to get those guys up. Other than that, change frequency +10.
AI, ungarrison. Let's just start sending things in here. Yeah, that didn't work too well. But yeah, Trog, Jesus, Trog is the only one left. That's not good. They're all literally dead. Yeah, we're gonna start spawning in flares, checking on this location. Our warlord's still right here. He got his money, though, which is what he wanted, and the U.S. quickly got out. I know they're moving to frequency 70. They just said by +10. BTR and BMP came. Like, I even showed them, like, what would happen if they try to, you know, do this without doing it proper. But I don't know what they first shot at here to provoke everything. Yeah, but there is no good prisoner right now. Like, this isn't supposed to be a POW. This is actually supposed to be taken, like, seriously. So Trog's gonna fall back.
Anybody still copying that?
Let's put some more flares down. Otherwise, Nova got away and Warlord... Warlord's good. Here, we'll get the BTR over here, since we're clearly compromised right now. Let's start loading up the money in the BTR, and then get Warlord out of here as well. If this BTR decides to grow a fucking brain. So there's Warlord right there.
Let's give him a warm
Get this
welcome,
guy
shall
out.
we?
Yeah, I mean, that one kind of played itself, but yeah, BTR came up, BMP came up after I heard shots. People quickly radioed things back and forth. Alright, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Or, it should be in the hundreds of thousands or something. But Trog has pulled back. We're going to keep the Praetorian here and check out what that was, because honestly, none of these stupid AI have yet to come over and actually PID these fucking bodies.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Yeah, just end it. Not yet. I gotta still get this guy out of here.
دریافت شد. فهمیدم.
Three of those guys. So, there goes the template mission. Scenario flow and scenario was a failure. Yeah, 3 people on recon that were ready to take those shots. Alright. So, here's how this happened. At 1800, the US guys arrived. They parked the RG-33 car that they always take under a little shed area. 4 people got out. One of them was the officer. He then walked up to... This was Nova now. Nova then walked up to talk to Overlord. Within 10 minutes, by then you guys were already in the AO. You had already PID'd the 3 civilian people that were surrendered. They were considered traitors. Warlord then went down to that position and executed them. He then went back to talk to Nova. Nova looked over on the balcony. That's when you finally PID'd Nova. Warlord then went next to him because Warlord needed more funds for more vehicles for, you know, his insurgency. So... Nova wanted to then inspect 2 vehicles that they had at base, so they brought up a BTR and they looked at it and talked. Then they brought up a BMP, looked at it, talked, sent the BTR BMP back. Warlord decided, okay, let me call in a Little Bird and give you the funds. Little Bird landed, and then boom, gunshots. And then I guess you all died.
Yeah. We had a shot on him the whole time he was standing there talking, and on the balcony, but we were told not to take a shot. So.
I knew you guys were up there.
HVTs.
So
yeah, we could have killed both of them.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
You should have.
Yeah, I did.
You should have clarified that. We had eyes on one of them.
I said we can engage both HVTs right now, and then nothing.
I did hear that over comms, but yeah, I even lined them up next to each other to give you an advantage to take that, you know, legendary 2-in-1 kill shot, but...
We wouldn't have gotten it with an SVD, but we still would have killed them both, and we said that like 4 times. I said it like 4 times on the radio, and you guys were like, no, 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 let's get closer, let's get closer. Like, we're gonna lose our opportunity. It's a meeting, not a fucking hangout all day.
Yeah, so the whole meeting itself was going to take 30 minutes. 20 of the minutes were elapsed before gunshots went down, but what they would have done was they would have brought the BTR around, as I was doing towards the end, because Nova got in his RG-33 and buggered off. You did kill one of the NATO pilots, but the other one was able to then take the chopper out. Nova left immediately. Warlord stayed, made sure the BTR was clear, and then kept the plan of he brought the BTR up, and I was in the process of loading the money into the BTR. Then Sniper told me to call it, but he was going to finish that process, which would have taken a few more minutes, and then left. Had there been no assassination, it was going to be 10 more minutes of talking, him just, you know, casually loading the money in the BTR, and then at the 18:30 mark, Nova would have left in the chopper, and his infantry would have left in the RG-33, and Warlord would have left in the BTR.
Yeah, you put a lot of effort in that, and I really appreciate it. That was actually pretty fucking cool. But
yeah, that's awesome.
Nothing we could have done about that. Just
it's fine.
Drop the ball.
It's fine, and no, I completely understand. But this is the standard I'm putting for Tier 3 for
I'm okay with
stuff.
That.
If you guys are okay with stuff like that.
Yeah, that was great, but we just gotta get fucking communications down and be like, hey, we can shoot them, and then nobody responds, so we're like, what the fuck?
But I made sure to also give like the meeting point I picked and the points I picked that where they'd be doing stuff. It would the first one was just general because I didn't know which route you take to go in, and then based on what you pick, I then like changed the different meeting points to give you more vantage, more angles of shots to
I assure you, we had the greatest shots. We couldn't do anything about it.
That's fine.
I can see that in my screen. The fucking gun was calibrated exactly on his fucking chest, and
yeah, we were ready to go, but you guys were like, no, let's get closer.
I did not hear that there was a shot on both of them at the same time.
They said it at least 3 times.
The whole time we had shots on both of them.
There isn't going to be an op after this. I gotta finalize moving my stuff.
Can I make one suggestion?
Actually, hold on, because I got 2.5 more. Go ahead.
More intel needs to be handed down to the player base before a mission of that caliber gets played off. I understand that we had assets to gain intel ourselves, but no mission of that caliber just gets handed off from high command to the battalion level.
What would you have wanted me to tell you?
At least a general location, like I have already had picked out or ID'd potential meeting spots, stuff like that.
I mean, we
we're
had,
fresh.
we had the idea. That's our job to find that.
No. I understand. Like, essentially, we're fresh. We like first day in country. We don't know jack from shit. We don't know where anything is. You know, limited intel. Much less, we're not playing it in our backyard. Having general location like a town, that was good, but you know, like potential meeting spots. Alpha Zulu, Alpha Bravo, Alpha Charlie, whatever the fuck, you know, 3 primary spots that we could go to. And they might be right, they might be wrong. You know, it's just a general, here, go here, do this.
As I just said, I change what I do based on how you insert. I will change the meeting spots based on how you go. Because the whole point of these types of ops is it's a sandbox. And then I adapt them to however you approach it, because this is a good balance between an actual pretty high-tier hardcore op, but also, you know, the immersiveness of, you know, just having fun.
Yeah. Well, you gotta keep in mind.
He is a Milsim dude,
yeah. So much that can be done. Like, we're not gonna have a full intel ring. We don't have somebody at, you know, fucking Langley running a drone and all the other bullshit. Like, just work with it a little bit.
Oh,
I know it seems a little lackluster.
I understand
but we knew what
I'm
the guy was
saying
wearing. We knew where his vehicle. Can I talk, or are you gonna talk?
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, we knew what the guys were wearing. We knew their general location. It's our job to get the rest of that. We had a drone, which drones are pretty fucking OP. So we should have any problem finding the guy. So we had the information. Yeah, it wasn't a fully mocked out plan, but I mean, clearly this was in a bit of a rush because we only had fucking 16 minutes to get to where we needed to go. Maybe it was a last minute hand down. We wouldn't have time to make a whole battle plan for that.
Do you want me to give you more time next time?
I think it was good to step us off quick, but like, we fucking looked at my watch. I was like, that's 16 minutes away. That's all the way across the country. We should probably hurry. At least next time, like, I don't know how we can do it, but just have a helicopter standing by to just beep off us over there or something. That way we don't have to just leave an MI8 in the middle of the fucking woods.
I told Eander, like, I would fly it back with autopilot. Like, I would remote it and fly it around.
Nobody told me that.
I even when you landed, I said, hey, I just noticed you touched down. Just let me know when you want to do the autopilot, and then he didn't respond at all. So I went, okay, I guess you're keeping it there for an extract or something.
No idea.
Say something for you, Liru, as well.
Yo.
Since you knew that we were maybe going for a precise shots, animations are pretty buggy.
I just realized there is that briefing interactive one did glitch out, and I do apologize for that. I won't use that one again. But the other ones are actually pretty on target.
Yeah, what I was saying is sometimes the hitbox is where the guy was standing when the animation started, and sometimes
so that's why I'm not using the briefing interactive, because he literally like goes around in like about a meter circle around, and even when I tried to frickin' get him out of animation, I had to sit him down first and then stand him back up because he was just glitching the hell out. I still have 2.5 hours before I actually need to do something. You want another op, or are we calling it here?
I'm cool with another one.
What do you want to fight? What do you want to play?
Did we get the officers? Oh, do we need to find them?
No, we fucking failed. Hardcore.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, since we failed this, what did you have in mind for Beketov?
I just asked which map you wanted to do. Like, how I also want to do tier 3 is if there isn't, like, let's say the tier 2 is like, fuck up the campaign, that, you know, I'm also basing your tier 3 ops off of. We'll have days where, you know, you just tell me what you want to play and we'll play it. Because why not? Restart the server right now. So, open to suggestions.
I remember one CIA mission we did, just where we had to defend the area. We had a fog.
The CIA black site?
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to do a black site defense, that's fine, but for the difficulty settings we normally have for tier 3, that's going to be very difficult, but it's up to you.
What about like something like
Sounds kind of interesting, King of the Hill.
either that, or I'd be down for like something like a search and rescue, like we had a downed Black Hawk or something. We gotta go find some guys.
Yeah, I'm for that as well.
Hey, Liru, remember about 4 or 5 months ago, whenever you were doing Iron Front Ops, and you had that a position on top of the hill where they had to assault it, take it, and then the next mission they were to hold?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like that whenever I said King of the Hill.
Okay.
Obviously not Iron Front, because fuck Iron Front.
Why though? Actually, since there's no Iron Front tomorrow.
Break. Sniper, Grizzly, Excel, anything from tier 5 to say, or what? You want to snipe? What do you want to do?